Alright, and here we are again. Craven YGO here. Been playing this a little bit. Like I said, I've had two jobs, so I work a lot too. Um, I don't really get a whole lot of time to play. This XYZ event has been, I think it's been good. I think that it has brought out a lot of different kinds of decks and stuff. Um, and I think that's good for the overall game as well. Besides the self FTK, I mean, I guess that's good. If that's what you want to do, by all means. Um, but it's not how I want to play it. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss. As you can see, I'm at 900. I'm not going to do any more duels in this because it really doesn't give any good rewards after 3200. I thought maybe doing a couple more after that would be beneficial, but once you hit this range, it's pretty much just like you don't get any real good um, rewards or anything like that. I am here getting ready to get that, so I'm way beyond it. We're gonna look at my match history. So what the main thing is 5900, and I only did a few battles or duels yesterday, and that was it. I think I count here 7, 3, 7, 8. So I did 8 yesterday, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins from yesterday. So that's 3,000 minus 5,900. So 2,900 from just the first day where it was only 100 to win and 50 for a loss. So the math that I figured out, it was 26 wins and 6 losses. Because 2,600 in wins, which me at 2,600, and 6 losses puts me at 2,900. That's the only way that I can figure out, because it won't show me my full match list, because it only goes back so far. But I had a vast majority of wins before I even got to this point. I did have a couple of losses, which I can't watch the videos, but I'm gonna show you the decks. This first one, it seemed like at times I struggled against the what they call them, Time Lord decks, because it's just stall out kind of thing. Sometimes there wasn't any, I didn't have any issues with it. I think it just depended on the build. This one, yeah, I remember this duel. I think I just got ran over. He just went big and got through me. I think this was another Time Lord. Yeah. Those are just, if you don't time it right, especially with like the UCT flip and everything, it doesn't work out the greatest. I lost one to a Dark Magician deck, but I think like a couple of duels before this, I smashed one. So it really depended on what I drew when I started the other stuff. What I started with, what I drew, stuff like that. But we're gonna look at the deck, and then I'm just gonna probably do just one more duel for you guys to show you how it functions. It's pretty much just your standard Dino deck. The main thing is the extra deck exchange. You don't only use XY or Exceed monsters. There wasn't really being any crazy in the extra deck. I did end up adding in Diamond Crab. Oh, that finished cool, sweet. Ended up adding in Diamond Crab and Stellar Knight Del Taros, just because the main issue that I had a lot of the time is I didn't have a lot of non-dinosaur type monsters. So these at times became irrelevant. Like I couldn't even use it. So most, like, if I didn't start with, an extra baby in my hand, I didn't have a way to get UCT to hand to banish to summon the UCT. Unless if I cashed my opponent or drolled my opponent or, something like that. I ended up adding in the scrap package at the end, more towards the end of the duels, which I think it kind of hurts the overall consistency, but at the same time, like, it's really not a huge deal. I also had Rex here for a while, and that's what I pretty much went into, like, a rank 4. And then if I didn't get rid of the rank 4 on the field somehow, or get one of these non-dinosaur type monsters to the grave, this was irrelevant. I really struggled with that, but most of the time I opened, at least an Ash or a Duel or, something. Because you can't link, you can't go, like, the normal play is you'll link off Annie into link Karibo, and that's how you cover that. But you can't do that. Really, it's just a going second beat down deck. If it went first, it kind of struggled. But if I made a good enough board, like sometimes I'd make like Lagia, Dolka, UCT, and then Baby on the board to flip. Which sometimes you'd be okay with that, but it struggled. Most of the time, you didn't want to. And I normally kept, if I could keep a UCT in my hand, like if I could banish to summon it, or if I had the cards to summon it with double Evo, I would wait. Especially going first, because if they wipe you, you can summon the UCT and then you're good to go. Now, I think the application for this is going to be pretty good, like good in like all aspects of the upcoming events and stuff. I think if they don't institute a rule where it says like you have to use a specific kind of summon or something like that, which I think would be hard. I mean, you could just add a fusion monster into this or whatever and be good to go. And you could just literally function off of just the dinosaur package. I don't know if that. I think it'll be okay. I don't think you'll be playing it to the best of its ability, which, I mean, for Synchro, you could use Raptor, and you could go into, any kind of 8 or 5 or 6 Synchro, or you could go, add those together with the 8. I mean, you could make a big boy with the Synchro build. I don't know personally any of it at the moment. I haven't looked into it. I probably need to, but I'll probably just end up copying this into a going second Synchro build. I don't know. It just depends because I won't be able to use Chimera for the Synchro, but you can do a combo if you cut Chimera and add Rex. If you summon Raptor at the end, you can destroy the baby that's on the board to summon the Rex, and then you have 3 level 4s with a tuner. So you could do like a level 12 Synchro, I guess, or you could get rid of even the Animadorn and do like a 9. It just depends. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do like Boral Savage. I wouldn't want to do Boral Savage because there's no Link monsters in the grave. I can't really think of any good level 4 synchros off the top of my head. At least ones that you can make with this deck. I know there's there's really good dragon ones, but I think you have to have dragon tuners, shit like that. So what we did, pretty standard, is you wanted to make sure you hit your opponent first, the Droller and Ash. I was running 3 Annies for a while to compensate for these 3 double Evos, but I ended up taking one of those off, or one of those out, and I should probably take one of these out, but at the end of the event, it really didn't matter to me too much. 3 of both of the babies, because you wanted to see that in your hand. There was a little bit where I was running a Lithosagem package with Dragonic Diagram. It was okay. It took away from the destruction, the field destruction that I needed. So we had Chimera ended up adding it at the end, because all you would do is you would summon the Raptor. Raptor would destroy itself, add the Chimera, normal summon the Chimera to bring back the Raptor. And then you had 3 level 4s on the board. And then you could just make, I never made him. You could, but it really didn't matter. I made him a couple times. But that was the way that now this is what you guys got to think about when you look at this and you say, okay, I don't know why you would run that. This is the way that I took care of the problem for the double evolution go, with not having a non-dinosaur type monster on the board. Either one of these, you could activate the effect before you summoned your UCT. So you could dump the Chimera to the grave and then banish the Chimera. You know it's going to be there. So that's my thinking. That was the one fix that I needed, is how do I get that non-dinosaur type monster to the grave, and that ended up fixing that for the most part. 2 Obi, 1 Raptor, 3 UCT, 3 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki. I would probably take this to 2 since I'm only running the 2 Annies, but I think she'll me. 3 Phosphig, 3 Storms, 3 Lost World. Lagia, Dolka, Diamond Crab, Delteros, and Dugears. Dugears won so many duels, but at the same time, Dugears is a double-sided sword. I mean, when you didn't kill your opponent that first turn, you were in a very bad situation, which happened a couple times because sometimes they would like summon something and it would interrupt the UCT wipe, and it it didn't play the greatest, especially if you didn't finish your opponent. That's why I ended up adding, because I was playing just Logia, Dolka, and Gears for a while. For Diamond Crab and Stellar Knight, um, they helped that fill that gap that I was missing. Um, Also, we're going to talk about this one real quick. Just a little bit of an update. I ended up going from the more going first design with, I think I got rid of them so I could build the deck for the XYZ Event, um, with um, BFD. Oh my goodness, sorry. I ended up, getting rid of a lot of that. I still have, I think I still have the Trish. No, I don't. Now that I look at over there, I don't have the Trish anymore. But Ravenous Cracker Dragon, Secret Rare, I ended up getting rid of some of that stuff so I could get some of this other stuff for. Oh, also Five-Headed Link Dragon. I make this a lot. This is my going second wipe. Even if you get destroyed, your monsters get destroyed, it's unaffected. So they have a 5k beater that they got to get over. I mean, and they can't even get over it. So I've been playing that a lot. I'm even playing that in my TCG deck. But yeah, so I went some more hand traps. 3 Droll, 2 Maxi, 2 Ash, 2 Nib, 2 Dark Hole, 3 Lightning Storm. I went this down to 2. Everything else is pretty much standard. 1 baby there, 3 babies here, 3, 2. I ended up adding in the other UCT instead of only having 1. I really, especially during the event, I really liked having that second UCT, so I kind of morphed that deck into this deck. And I was on a 12 win streak. I'll show you guys. And then I lost. I should have waited to do the duel till this video. I knew I should have. But I'm gonna show you my data so there's no doubt in it. Most consecutive standard duel wins, 12, right there in the middle. I mean, it was awesome. Dinos was just wrecking. I was wrecking with that. I'm all the way up to gold 1. I don't think I'm gonna make any. I'm gonna do any duels in this video except that the one for the XYZ Event, because I like it. I like playing this game, but Pokemon Legends Arceus, I'm gonna switch here, has been getting a lot of my attention. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to stream it, or I would for you guys, but and also I got my 3D printing thing. Came out pretty easy. I got to take all the sport stuff off, but this is a new chess piece. I also, this one is a Mewtwo chess piece. Just cool little things that I make. So can't focus too much on one thing at a time. I gotta do everything at once. So I'm gonna do one duel in the XYZ Festival. Show you guys how the deck functions. I think it's going to have a lot of use in the future duel events that are coming. I think all you'll have to do is figure out a way to get the different synchros, the different fusions, which I don't know how a fusion one's going to work for this, because I don't know of any fusions for Dinos. This is always good when you go second, because they're probably running a Dark Condition deck. I'm honestly not 100% sure about that one. You might not even have to do anything. If I open up a destruction, this would be good. Wish I opened up hand trap at least. Okay. Lightning storm. Damn it. Okay. Not really gonna hurt me now. About to run you over, so. The placements on this really doesn't matter. Because it really, you're not thinking or anything. So it's essentially the standard combo with Annie and Baby. The reason I maxed on the petites as well is because in this combo, the petite will work for both. It doesn't matter. You can put petite in either position that you need a baby at, and it will be perfectly fine. So that's why I maxed that. So Obi effect, Obi's gonna add a baby. So Obi effect. You don't want to target that one, just leave that alone for now. Now you want to summon your Scrap Raptor. Now Scrap will destroy itself. That's going to get you your Chimera. Chimera effect. Alright. Now this is where I normally make like Crab. And then you want to keep Obi there. Activate Crab effect. That way you can ditch that, and you know it will be engraved. Add summon your UCT for that. Now you go into battle. Don't save it until you get killed, and then finish them off. That's essentially the way it goes, and it's also one self-contained combo. You get the Chimera to grave, you're never worried about not having a non-dinosaur type monster there. It wasn't a big deal because I had Ash in my hand, but if I hadn't opened that Ash, I was in a problem with summoning UCT, unless if I was just going to banish both of them. So, I mean, oh, we can also look at, I think I saved a couple replays from the XYZ Festival. Let me look at this. Yeah, February 17th. Okay. I don't remember what that one is. We'll look at that one. I know this one was the 17th, so this was the first day. This was the deck that I was only running Rex. I wasn't running the scrap package. Okay. So it's a good start right there. Hit that lightning storm. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this one. This was one of the first FTK decks that I saw. Yeah, I didn't really understand this first time I saw it. I think he was fucked up and he didn't even know yet. Check this one out. And then I think this last one, there's a loss up there, so I think that's my first loss that I saved. I wasn't able to save anymore after that. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, he paid 6K and thought it was installing out. No, that didn't work. This is what I'm saying. This is because I had the draw in my hand. It wasn't a big deal, and when I ran you gears and finished my opponent off that turn, it was no problem. Um, but I ran into a couple of issues with when I would make you gears, I would go to finish them, and something would happen, and I wouldn't finish them off, and then I lose my next battle phase. So then at that point, I'm stuck, at least for 2 turns, or 1 turn, and then the follow-up turn. So yeah, it was. He thought he stalled it out, but it didn't work. This one. Let's see. Pretty sure this one was one of. I think this was my first loss. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is my first misplay. I should have went combo and at least put something on the board, but I didn't. Yeah, I remember this. And then I was playing catch up. I think I could have beaten him here, but I think I misplayed twice in this duel. Secure those. I don't think he was able to trigger any of that on any of my effects, so I went full combo, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, I think that's after when I go to flip with UCT. I think I should have destroyed the other UCT in my hand instead of the Duel, because I would have had a card to affect my opponent with, and I think I could have limited his follow-up, and my attack was messed up. Because I thought it was 2, yeah, that was where I messed up at. And he flips and it negated it. Yeah. Should have went a different route. Should have went my UCT with not too gear. Should have went like Lagia, and then just destroyed him instead of going the route that I did. And it's just stuff that you got to learn from, I guess. That's when I started looking at other plays other than what I was just running, which, like I said, was just the Lagia Dolka and Dugears, because I only had so many options. I looked through all of the rank 4s to try and find something that would work, and the only ones that I found that would work, that I could summon, were the Diamond Crab and the Satellar Knight. I was trying to find the other one that was banned, but I didn't know it was banned, so... yeah, you gotta... The downfall of that deck is if you're not running any other kind of package to put a non-dinosaur type monster in the grave, it's really limited. You got to be very careful. Um, which I probably just ended up running the scrap package, and that was good to go because that will set me up for a synchro event. Um, that will set me up for like it just depends on what they're going to do with the classic. I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. But I think dinos are gonna be something that you can invest in and get a good investment out of it. And then if you want to build something else later on, I'm a dinos player actually. I mean like blue eyes dinos. Can't really mix those two, so can't make a well. You can, but I'm not going to go into that right now. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys have been watching more of my videos of Master Duel than any other kind. I my highest views before you guys started watching them like crazy was like 100 and something. I'm at a 4,000 views on one. I mean that's amazing. Thank you guys for however many views that you guys have watched or whatever. Um, it's honestly just a surprise, but if you guys want me to keep making more, I'm gonna try and get a capture card so I can do more streams of like different games. So I can do like Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm gonna try and get Diamond or Platinum. I have Pokemon Shield. I'm gonna try and do like Nuzlocks and stuff. I've got a Nuzlocke going on the computer for Fire Red. Um, I'm just trying to branch out more than just Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's like a wider variety of things you guys can see. I'm eventually going to do like 3D printing videos of everything that I print. Um, yeah, so um, comment up, let me know what you guys think. I get back to every single one, at least I try to. Um, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Good luck. Have fun.